I can't believe I am making a video on the item Quick Claw, but it's 2023 and here we are. Let's get some of the basics out the way first. Quick Claw is an item that gives a 20% chance to the holder to move first, which is ideally an item most likely used on a slower Pokemon for obvious reasons I don't even have to state. Now, why is this irrelevant, seemingly harmless item that is just here to be a troll once in a while being the talk of the meta all of a sudden? Well, it's because people have found an exploitative or perhaps a fun way to make this gimmicky item sorta legit, good or bad however you perceive it. First, let's talk about the Pokemon and the strategy itself, one of the main Pokemon in my opinion, Galarain Slowbro. Yes, Slowbro, not Slowking. Slowbro has its own unique ability, just like Slowking in Quick Draw, which is basically a self-built-in Quick Claw. And I can imagine that you guys know where I'm going with this. Quick Draw in combination with the item Quick Claw gives, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, around a 44% chance of proccing to go first. Basically 1 out of 2 turns or 1 out of 3 turns, somewhere around there, Slowbro will be going first. This seemingly harmless at first, but it is increasingly annoying for the opponent, since you cannot plan around if he's going to go first kind of scenario, because if it doesn't proc, you're screwed. But on the flip side, if you do a normal move, assuming he doesn't proc, and it does proc, then you're also in huge trouble as well. It's such a double-edged sword. Slowbro with this just seems ridiculous from time to time, because after a nasty plot is set up, you have to not only see if it's going to move first, but in combination of terrestrialization, this can make it spiral out of control. And I, for one, have been in the receiving end of this for like 1 or 2 times. The other main Pokemon in this situation is Grimmsnarl, who poses to be a better screen setter due to Prankster and the ability to 2-hit Oko, Hisui, and Samurott on lead options with Spirit Break. Getting screens up and then switching into bulky Pokemon is really only what it needs to do. Usually after this, players a mix of bulky Pokemon ranging from Enamorus, all the way to Ursaluna to fill up their team. Kingambit is also usually a staple to clean up other Pokemon its partners cannot deal with near the tail end. Iron Head is also pretty popular at Pokemon, with it setting up and then dishing out powerful attacks, since it has a great typing of electric and firing anyways to begin with. This behind screens, these Pokemon are now difficult to take care of swiftly, and this leaves them to either set up with Calm Mind, Nasty Plot, Source Dance, etc., whatever it may be, and then go crazy towards your opponent's side. Hey, quickly, before we move on with this video, if you guys haven't already, I would really appreciate you guys subscribing for more future competitive content on this channel. I make competitive content like this all the time, and right now the goal is to hit 10k by the end of summer. So if you guys are enjoying yourselves by any time in this video, I would really appreciate the support. Anyways, back to the video. With the inevitable setting up, now you have to face not only the situation of terrestrialization, but now the additional chance of Quick Claw, giving that 20% chance of your opponent moving first. And with every Pokemon barring Grimm holding the item, you have many chances to not only proc it, but absolutely destroy your opponent's momentum before they can gain footing with this Quick Claw strategy. And as I said before, the reason why bulky Pokemon are really chosen for this idea is because they have multiple opportunities to proc the 20% chance Quick Claw behind screens, basically multiple chances of getting that kind of RNG onto their side, unlike Pokemon that are like Cinderace or Meowscarlet, a pretty frail Pokemon. Now obviously, just like other people and myself, the first thought that comes in is luck. You have to have some kind of luck for this strategy to work out, as proccing that Quick Claw is the difference between winning and losing in like 99% of these games. But having a 20% chance for 4 to 5 Pokemon, with Slowbro having that 44% chance behind screens and terrestrialization, makes this strategy absolutely bonkers. It's not really luck anymore, as it's known you're gonna proc it throughout battle, just no one knows when, and you can't reliably predict for it. The chances are not even that bad throughout battle to get, so it's not hard to get a couple Quick Claws throughout battle, and because of that, you can see why many players are complaining and calling for the ban of Quick Claw. The Pokemon I mentioned earlier, Ursaluna, Iron Hands, Enamorus, and other Pokemon like Glacier, Hoop Bound, etc., are all known to be somewhat bulky Pokemon and somewhat powerful Pokemon by their own right, bulky, slow, hard hitters. But having them behind screens with 20% chance of messing up the turn system and them going first is a nightmare to properly play against. Essentially, it's too much like reliable luck or reliable RNG in players' minds. It makes it very uncompetitive because it takes not only 1 to 2 procs to completely shift the momentum towards the game itself. Me personally, I don't believe Quick Claw should be an item banned from competitive Pokemon, however. It is an annoying item, but even on the original post of this forum, the person even acknowledges there are only like 1 to 2 procs throughout the battle, despite 5 Pokemon having this item and all of them being bulky. Quick Claw essentially has scald chances of going first, if not actually lower, since it's around a 20% chance. So realistically, it's not always a reliable way of sweeping onto your opponent's side, even though it's a really good chance. Now, there could be an argument made of Slowbro holding this item, and I do understand that, as a 44% chance of going first every single time is a bit ridiculous, but relatively speaking, to ban this item, like what other moves or things that could be abusive because of this chance? Like, should we ban those as well? Like, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of on the fence of this one, but even from experience, I haven't always seen it as a reliable way to win all the time, even in my opponents holding it. Like, I've defeated a couple of these teams itself, because if no procs happened, they're kind of screwed anyways, so it's not always a reliable way of winning. I mean, listen, I don't really know, but this situation does seem kind of whack, and I mean, honestly, I'm not going to be surprised that this item is banned, because I know a lot of people on the forum are clamoring for it to be banned, so there's another item probably going to be gone, and another thing going to be banned. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and if you guys haven't already, join the Discord link in the description down below as well.